I did not know I zoomed out. I'm so sorry. I may not try this again. Before you get into watching the video, I did want to add a brief trigger warning. Though I don't directly mention specific instances, I do bring up domestic abuse, violence, and unaliving. So if that is a sensitive topic to you, or if that is something that you do not want to hear or anything like that, please tune out now. I fully respect your choice. I just wanted to give a little trigger warning before we get into it. Hey, hi, hello. My name is Gray for anyone who doesn't know me. I am going to be doing a neutral glam look inspired by a Ugandan makeup artist named Mona Faces. I'll have the picture inserted somewhere on the screen. I'm also trying something different with my filming. I'm hoping this might help with video quality and audio slightly. I didn't know the previous videos were kind of muffled, so I do apologize for that. I'm trying to figure out how to better work on the audio without having to buy a mic. If anyone knows how to, let me know, please. I was trying to find a cultural Ugandan look, but the only things I was really getting reference to were African tribal paint, and I could not find enough detailed information about Uganda specifically and their relationship with tribal paint, and I didn't feel comfortable just throwing tribal paint on my face without having some sort of education or knowledge behind it. So I figured, why not do a look from an actual artist from Uganda? Today we will also be talking about Miss Rebeccah Cheptegei, the Ugandan Olympian runner who was unfortunately unalived by her ex-partner. I did see that he was also unalived as well due to this incident. I'm not sure if they were together at the time of the altercation or if they were ex-partners. I thought instead of focusing on what happened to her, the crime and everything like that, I would just strictly focus on her life, who she was, and her accomplishments as a runner. I did film this video previously, and there's so little information on this woman outside of what happened to her that I could only really do my base makeup. So I have my foundation and my eyebrows on, and I will hopefully be able to do the rest of my face while speaking about her. I would like to iterate as well. I think it's incredibly important that we talk about abuse, domestic violence, that we talk about these things and we should light on them. In the way that true crime navigates, it constantly sheds light on the criminals and the crimes and the more egregious parts, and I would like to kind of change the narrative and focus on the individuals and who they were and what made them these people. And I understand that appeal in true crime, trust me, I love it, but I do think that victims and survivors and people who have been impacted by these events get completely swept under the rug and disregarded, and their voice is important. Their voice needs to be heard. They're the voice that I think that we need to be paying attention to, and that they're the voices that we need to care about. So that is my intention with this. I was wanting to start a series where I did makeup looks and I talked about important and influential women, and then when this happened, I figured what better way to start it than speaking about this incredible Olympian, honoring her in this sort of light. If people just have women or people they would love me to cover, I would love to be able to discuss that, and I would love to be able to use my platform to share the voice of other women and the impact that they have within the community. But like I said, I filmed this before and there wasn't really a lot on her. I would prefer to not go into the details of the incident and what led to her death, just because there are so many articles. Feel free to look it up on your own. When I was doing research, the first 5 pages that I looked into were genuinely just all about her passing. It was very, very hard to find anything about her life outside of her unaliving. So that was a little unfortunate. If anyone knows where I could find more resources or knows anything else about this woman, please comment or let me know, because I would love to do a more in-depth dive on her life. She deserves it. She deserves to be remembered for the incredible person she was. She was born on the Ugandan-Kenyan border on the Kenyan side, February 22nd, 1991, to Joseph and Agnes Cheptegei. Rebeccah is the second of 13 siblings. Her ancestral village is Buko, Buwko, in Uganda, and then she later moved to Chepkum, Chepkum, in Kenya. If you see me like pausing or like looking, I have to switch back and forth for the eye look because it's not typically an eye look that I'm like used to doing, so, but it's so beautiful. She joined the Ugandan People's Defense Force in 2008 and she climbed her way up through the ranks and became a sergeant. And then she was also a member of its athletic club, so she's been running for quite a while now. It says that she is survived by 2 children. There's no information on them, and I feel like it's pretty okay. I don't think the world needs to know that much about her children. They deserve to live a life in peace and deserve to mourn in peace as well. And that's kind of it for her personal life. It says that she was formerly in a relationship with some dude, and I believe that's the gentleman who took her life, but it says former, and I really haven't been able to figure out if they were together at the time of the incident or not. Yeah, like I really have not been able to figure that out. Going into her running career, it starts in 2010. She finished in 15th place at a World Cross Country Championships in Poland. She ran in this about 4 years in a row, and I'll get into that as well later on. Just within 2010, she was placing between like 15th to 20th place. She ran in about like 6 or 7 races, and the majority of them were held in Germany. And then she ended her year winning the Kampala 10,000 race in Kampala, Uganda. So she seemed to do significantly better once she returned home. In 2011, she again competed in that same World Cross Country Championship. She came in 2nd place at the Madrid Half Marathon, 3rd place in the Compargo Spanish 10,000. She also came in 2nd in the Cantaleo Half Marathon, and then ended her year 10th place at a 10K as well. And the next year, competed in that same IAAF World Cross Country Championships in Poland. She won the 47th iteration of the Cross International Coutat de Grenouillers. I apologize, I have no idea how to pronounce that. She ran a few more marathons. She kind of placed in like the 10-12 sort of arena, and then she finished out that year 3rd place in the 2014 African Cross Country Championships in Kampala again. In 2016, she finished in 3rd place at the Guangzhou Half Marathon and 12th place in the Shanghai Half Marathon in 2017. Again in 2017, she finished 3rd and 2nd in a 5K and a 10,000 meter, both at the Kampala Ugandan Championships. She ended her year in 4th place at the Brazzaville Half Marathon. And then in 2019, she finished in 2nd place at the semi-marathon Effiage in Dakar. I don't know where that is. I do apologize. She finished in 5th place at the 10,000 meter Ugandan Championships in Mandela National Stadium. Again, those also took place in Kampala. And due to COVID restrictions, she was not able to compete again until 2021. And then when she came back, she finished in 4th, 3rd, and 5th, and 7th at the UAF trials, again at the Mandela National Stadium. She finished 47th in the Eldoret City Marathon before coming in 2nd place at the Kampala Half Marathon later that year. Girls making moves. 2022, Cheptegei won the 2022 Padova Marathon and was in 2nd place in the 10,000 meter at the Ugandan Championships in Kampala. That same year, she also set a Ugandan national record for the World Mountain and Trail Running Championships in Chiang Mai, Thailand. It was an event that had been postponed from 2021, and she broke the record coming in at 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 47 seconds. She ended the year with a 4th place at the Abu Dhabi Marathon. Her placing in 4th at that marathon allowed her to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics and run for Uganda. In 2023, she finished 2nd at the Florence Marathon and 14th at the 2023 World Championships in Budapest. After her passing on September 6th, the mayor of Paris wanted to honor her and put a sports arena in her name. On September 8th, after one of the Paralympic Games, or maybe right before it, they held a moment of silence for the fallen Olympian. So I finished my eye look, and I think that is about all the information I have on Rebeccah Cheptegei. Like I said, if you have more information, if anybody has seen more resources, please let me know, because I would love to actually be able to talk more about her and give more information about who she was. I was really expecting to talk more. I am going to finish the rest of my face off camera really quick, and I will check back in. I very much so would prefer not to go into depth about what happened to her. Again, I think it's very important that we talk about DV and things that happen in these incidents that occur. I don't want that to be her story in this narrative per se. If people would like me to talk about these things or go into detail, I'm happy to. Leave a comment, let me know. Well, I'm not happy to, but I'm more than willing to oblige. Again, I do think these are things that are important to talk about, and it's very, very, especially right now, considering the political demographic globally, it's so essential that we use our voices and that we unify rather than divide when it comes to protection and ensuring that women, children, and vulnerable people are safe. So I'm gonna go finish this off camera and then I'll check back in with you. I did not know I zoomed out. I'm so sorry. I may not try this again. Alright, so final look. Thank you so much for watching. If you or someone you know or a loved one is experiencing domestic violence or going through an abusive situation, just know that you are not alone. There are resources available, and there are shelters and people, and there are so many different things and people who care and people who want to help. Like I said before, I'm gonna have links to a national DV line, and then I'll have women's shelters in the San Diego and Long Beach area linked as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a